The electric vehicle debate once again heating up at the state capitol as the public shared their opinions about a new bill to establish a plan for implementing electric vehicle infrastructure.
Democrats say this is much needed, but Republicans argue the bill will need an EV mandate down the road, or will lead to an EV mandate down the road, that is. Fox 61 political reporter Emma Woolforth spoke with legislators and advocates. So, Emma, what would this measure actually do?
Well, Sarah, Brent, if passed, this bill would establish a 40-person working group to create a plan for instituting affordable, accessible, and reliable integration of electric vehicles in the state. Supporters say EVs are the future, and the state needs a plan to be ready, but those opposed claim this is just another way to mandate electric vehicles in Connecticut.
Don't let anyone fool you. The bill that's going to be presented before the Transportation Committee on Wednesday is the implementation of the EV mandate.
State Republican leadership outraged about a new bill to study phasing in electric vehicles in the state.
This is an EV mandate. They've now doubled down on this.
But Democrats and those in support of this bill say not so fast.
There was never a mandate on any consumer to purchase an electric vehicle. The only mandate is a mandate on vehicle manufacturers to provide access to the electric vehicles that consumers are saying that they want.
Late last year, Governor Ned Lamont pulled the plug on proposed rules to phase out all new sales of gas-powered cars by 2035. That proposal came from a bipartisan law passed in 2004, which tied Connecticut to California's emission standards, a major point of contention for Republicans.
We have no representation in California, no representative in Sacramento to address our concerns with.
Republicans want Connecticut to adopt the Environmental Protection Agency's federal emission standards instead of California's.
Our vision would be following an EPA standard that is recognizing the national issues associated with this.
Those issues, according to House Minority Leader Vincent Candelora, electric vehicles are unaffordable for most residents and would be hard to implement because the state power grid needs major upgrades. But those supporting this legislation say it's meant to address those concerns.
It is going to require investment in our electricity infrastructure, as well as expanding the availability of electric vehicle charging stations. So this bill really would establish the plan to help us make that transition as smoothly and cost effectively as possible. This is a roadmap to an electrified future because that's where the market is going. I know there are people that want to close their eyes and cover their ears and pretend otherwise, but it's just not the reality.
There was also discussion today about the composition of the proposed electric vehicle council. Republicans argue it would be stacked in favor of those who support more EVs. Harding tells me he feels like the Transportation Committee was open to considering changes today, but says with the large Democratic majority in the legislature, he thinks this bill will move through this session. Sarah, Brent.